Alrighty guys, welcome back to another tutorial. I'm just making a lot of them recently, but it's a good thing I'm covering stuff. This time with the Ump Jump, discovered by the almighty Aiden Umpherson. And I'm using a live stream video for this one because this is me actually doing it in a boss rush in a very good way. It also has the little PS4 icon here so you can see which buttons I'm pressing. Might be very helpful, especially for this one. Again, remember I'm doing this on Modern Remapped, and for the best execution of this skip you wanna use Modern Remapped or Modern controls, because with the double rolls it just gets infinitely easier to hit the early arrow shot, which makes this strat very consistent and fast. You can do it on Classic, it's way more difficult. It's also more difficult to hit the last jump step with that strategy. Obviously you can vary this one to different degrees of difficulty, but just keep in mind that if you want to do this strategy optimally, you want to use Modern or Modern Remapped. Yeah, other than that, let's get right into it, I guess. Yeah. So the first thing that you want to do is switch to the bow, do a little jump before that, and I do actually, never mind. Wait. Now I'm confused myself. No, never mind. Restart. Forget what I just said. At first, what you want to do, you're not switching to a bow. You're doing a little jump and switch to the hand. Now it makes sense. And when you do so-called double rolls, how does a double roll work? You basically want to hit circle on Modern Remapped or Modern for the roll. Then you hit the aim button. It's R2 for Modern Remapped, R1 for Modern, I think. Just watch Inception's stream if you want to see the modern execution of that. I use Modern Remapped, so keep that in mind. It's basically circle, R2, circle, weapon switch back to hand, circle, R2, circle. And then you switch to the bow with the left button here. Basically, I'll just let it play and you can watch the execution here on the gamepad. Jump, circle, R2, circle, switch, circle, R2, circle, and then you switch to the bow. That way you have a pretty decent lineup to hit the next arrow shot. The easiest way is to look into the direction of it and just press the aim button, R2 in Modern Remapped, and aim towards the thing. Yeah, you see, I turn towards here, and now I can hit the leg. This takes a decent amount of practice, but it can be very consistent on Modern Remapped. Way more difficult on Classic, just experiment with it, I'm sure you'll be fine. So, the next part can be a little tricky, but basically what Aiden discovered is that you can jump onto the ledge that's on Quad's butt. For that you want to do a little turn, run towards it, and then you do a long jump just before the right timing. Like that. And then you land here. Ideally you want to kind of land either on the left side or on the edge here. If you land here, Wonder will do a little stumbling animation. If you then try to get up here, Wonder will actually fall. So always make sure you're somewhere in this area grabbing. Mine is pretty much on the edge of possible things. So yeah, you jump onto here, get up the thing, do a long jump here, do another charged jump, and then you can continue here. This execution of it might be a little tricky. Sometimes it also doesn't work that properly. If you want to have a very safe execution of that, just grab here, or sometimes you can even grab up here, jump up the thing manually or walk a little forward and then continue to the sigil. Takes a little practice. Doesn't matter really. Well, it does matter because the important thing, once you trigger the Ump Jump, now you're basically on a timer if you want to get things right. You want to get up here quickly And then you want to do cycle stabs. And cycle stabs are a technique that you use on many different colossi. It works on Quad's butt, it works on Kuro's first sigil. There are different other examples, but those are the two main ones. If you want to practice it, basically just go to Kuro and practice on HT Kuro or something, because there you can do it in succession. What you basically do is grab somewhere here, do a fast charge stab. After that, you let go of the grab, walk up a little, re-grab and do another grab. Another stab. And you can do this multiple times, resetting your animation, and basically this makes the stabs faster. And you want to get those stabs faster, because you want to be finished with the sigil and run towards here before Quad starts to get back up. Otherwise you can't do the fastest version of this strategy. In practice it looks like that. Stab, let go, re-grab, stab. Let go, re-grab, stab. Switch to hand and run here. You want to do a jump, get up here, and this only works if you're fast. If you're slow, all of the upcoming things are slower. So you want to be here very quickly. Jump forward, jump over this thing. Now you get somewhere here. If you did everything correctly, Quad is still bent down like that. So you can jump from somewhere here directly to the head. That's a nice time save part about this. You're here very quickly. So you jump down. Start stabbing instantly, and you don't want to get a plant. In the old strategy, we always used to get a plant somewhere here or here. And those are safe strategies, and you can still go for those if you just want to have a safe Quad after that. But the next strategy is actually much faster if you do it in a good execution. You stab. You can re-grab here for the cycle stab, but sometimes when you get a plant, if you're fine with that, it's definitely a good strategy to go for. Other than that, you can just keep on grabbing. That way you guarantee you don't have a plant. Do a 70% stab, 60-70%. And now the next thing I'll explain is a little tricky. It's definitely like an advanced strategy. But basically, after the stab, you keep on grabbing for a little longer than you might think. And then you let go once Quad kind of dips his head down again. When you let go, Wander is basically in the air. And what happens if Wander is in the air? He can jump stab. So basically you let go of the grab button, press the stab button, and on modern, this instantly triggers a jump stab if you keep holding it. Meaning it looks something like that. Stab, let go, stab. That's very, very glorious, very quick. And actually on Quad, very consistent as well. On our Colossi it might be a little more tricky, I'll show it again. Stab, stab. If you're unsure, you can rewatch this part multiple times while watching my controller. And that's basically Quad. If you did everything perfectly, you have a low 40s time, which is very, very fast and faster than the older strategy we used to have. And yeah, that's the Ump Jump. Have fun with that. Good luck with your runs. If there are still any questions, ask in the community Discord. That'll be it for that.